Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
The St. Francis County Roadwork Annual Report has been given. Also, blood donations were nearly met at a blood drive honoring Tyler Harris. And a new scholarship is being offered at Mineral Area College. All of these stories are coming up.
Showers and thunderstorms on the way for southeast Missouri. I'll let you know all that coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and these are the top stories we're working on for you at this hour. Since going to first-class status, St. Francis County has had to make some changes. One change was to have a highway administrator, Wendell Jarvis of the St. Francis County Road Department, assume that role. One thing that Jarvis now has to do each year is create a report that outlines road work needed to be done by the county.
In the statute states highway administrator's annual report will have to be done in January, before the end of January. In that report, it states that what projects that we might be doing throughout the year, how much they cost, just an overview of the roads and what conditions the roads might be in.
You can see the full report at our website, KDKZ18.com. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin, what's on tap?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, we're seeing temperatures ranging in the 40s from the lower 40s to the north to the mid to upper 40s to the south. As we go through the evening hours this evening, we're going to continue to see a partly cloudy sky, 46 degrees at 7 p.m., 41 by 9. By midnight, we're down to 40. Showers and thunderstorms are on the way for southeast Missouri. I'll give you all the details in that coming up later in the Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Community members and the American Red Cross teamed up to support Tyler Harris and try to help save lives at the same time. Monday, the Red Cross had a blood drive at the Farmington Civic Center. With more on that, here's event organizer T.J. Isgrig.
Basically, Tim, his dad, and both Corey, his mom, they asked for somebody to do a blood drive. So I had done several with Peggy before, got a hold of Peggy, and we put this together in about 4 weeks.
Isgrig says they have planned this drive in about 4 weeks. Normally, blood drives take months to plan in advance, but with the amount of volunteers, the drive was put together quickly.
And initially, they gave us a 150 goal. Within 2 weeks, they had bumped that up to 215 because we had so many appointments coming in.
227 people showed up for the event. Only 210 were able to give blood. The Missouri Department of Transportation in St. Louis has won 2 Missouri State Recycling Program awards. The department's Route 141 project in Chesterfield won the team award for its No Tree Wasted plan, and Frank Tidd, a maintenance superintendent in DeSoto, won the individual award for his idea of using cinders to fill edge ruts on rural roadways. The primary goal of the No Tree Wasted plan was to save or recycle trees impacted by construction of the Route 141 relocation project. Now, that project moved about 2 miles of Route 141 to the east between Ladue and Olive Boulevard in Chesterfield and raised the roadway out of the floodplain. The department recycled nearly 300,000 board feet of lumber, 300 tons of wood chips, 330 tons of mulch, and 250 tons of sawdust. This process is now being adopted by other state transportation projects. Tidd's suggestion replaced the rock used to fill edge ruts on roadways with cinders. Filling these ruts on the edge of roadways is an ongoing part of roadway maintenance. The process will save MoDOT several $1,000s per month for roadway repair. Missouri lawmakers are currently working on a way to make schools safer. Missouri Senator Dan Brown thinks that teachers and staff should be required to know how to respond if a student gives them information on a threatening situation. The Farmington School District is among several districts throughout southeast Missouri, making school safety a top priority. Superintendent Dr. Natalie Thomas says that generally safe issues are the way that the district would want to go.
Would we want to be talking about general safety issues for actually all hazards and threats? I would be much more comfortable with that, and we'll have to see where that legislation goes. But I think to isolate and to target guns specifically may not be the direction that we would want to go in.
The bill still needs lawmakers' approval before it would go into effect. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, Mineral Area College is offering a new scholarship. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Fredericktown High School students planning to attend Mineral Area College in fall of 2013 have a new scholarship opportunity. The Mack Foundation is accepting applications for the Rob Skaggs Memorial Athletic Scholarship through February 28th. Now, the fund honors longtime Fredericktown resident Rob Skaggs, who passed away in December of 2011 at the age of 51 after a battle with cancer. The scholarship will award $500 to pay tuition, fees, books, and other educational expenses over the course of the fall 2013 and spring 2014 semesters. Development of Directors Alumni Relations Julia Dills tells 18 Eyewitness News who's eligible.
A group of people that if you're willing to volunteer and help the chamber, you would be the visible name of the chamber. You know, when we have various events, when we have ribbon cuttings or whatever, you would be an agreeable person that you would sign up a form and you would say you would be there.
Again, the deadline to apply for the Rob Skaggs Memorial Athletic Scholarship is February 28th. We have information on our website to apply. You can get there by going to KDKZ18.com. The North St. Francis County Marching Band will be traveling to Washington, D.C. to perform in this year's Memorial Day Parade. Parent Ellen Masulit tells 18 Eyewitness News that the band is doing several fundraisers for the trip. One of the fundraisers is a quilt raffle.
It's a blue and gold quilt. It's called Cabin Under the Stars, and it's a very high quality quilt. It was appraised for $650.
Each student is required to raise $720 to go on the trip. The raffle is currently at $200 and will draw a winner once they make $500. For more information on getting tickets for the quilt, go to our website, kdkz18.com, and click on this story. A Poplar Bluff man is now facing second-degree murder charges for allegedly beating his father to death with a baseball bat. 27-year-old Matthew Jenkins is accused of beating his parents with an aluminum bat inside their Butler County home last month. Jenkins had originally been charged with 2 counts of first-degree assault and armed criminal action. Prosecutors reportedly upgraded those charges when relatives decided to take Jenkins' 56-year-old father, Don Jenkins, off of life support. Investigators say Jenkins confessed to the crime and says it all started with an argument. Reports say that Jenkins tried to give his parents first aid and then called 911.
How long will the showers and thunderstorms last throughout southeast Missouri? I'll have all the details coming up next in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Looking at weather headlines for southeast Missouri, we're going to be seeing some showers and thunderstorms moving in to the area, and it's going to be kind of a warm day tomorrow, giving that fuel to those thunderstorms. We're going to see the sunshine return for your Friday. However, by Friday, we're going to see the cooler air as well. Currently here in southeast Missouri, we have temperatures in the 40s, 43 in Cape Girardeau, 41 in St. Genevieve. Further south you go, down in Piedmont and Poplar Bluff and Van Buren, we're seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. Currently here at the studio, we're at 46 degrees under a partly cloudy sky. Feels like 46 out there. Current dew point 31, 55% humidity, southeast wind at 8 miles per hour. That's what happens when you let the sports guy come into the weather. Anyway, for your forecast throughout Thursday, we're going to be seeing showers and thunderstorms throughout the area. And here comes Aaron once again. Like I said, showers and thunderstorms we're going to be seeing throughout the area. Go do sports. All right, so for tonight, we're going to see 39 degrees for your overnight low. Plenty of clouds in the area, especially throughout the late night hours into the early morning hours. 39 for Farmington, 33 in Festus, but the further south you go, we're in the mid to upper 30s. Then for your forecast for tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms high around 60 degrees. Further north you go, a little cooler in the 50s, down to the south in the 60s. This next several days look like this throughout southeast Missouri. On your Friday, we're going to see those sunshine rays come back into the area. High of 45, much cooler. Back in the 50s for the weekend. We'll see some showers and thunderstorms on your Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll start seeing the sun return, but temperatures back into the 40s. Looking at that weekend forecast in more detail, the Saturday, high of 50 degrees, low of 42, with some clouds in the area. Not too bad, though, but by the day on Sunday, we're going to see showers and thunderstorms return and a high of 55. That's check out your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details are on our website, KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. We'll be right back, and I'm going to go get Aaron for ruining my weather forecast. We'll be right back.
Here's a look at today's 2-minute tour of Missouri. The Forget-Me-Not Horse Rescue and Sanctuary in Lynn Creek is dealing with a population boom. The sanctuary is for abandoned and abused horses in central Missouri. They are taking 57 horses from a southwest Missouri farm that went out of business, adding to the nearly 30 they already have. Reports say that some of the horses are malnourished, where others are just needing basic medical care. The cost is about $100 per horse to get ready for foster homes or for adoption. 25-year-old Jose Huckleberry, who is currently an inmate in state prison in Missouri, was charged Tuesday with first-degree murder, armed criminal action, and burglary. Huckleberry is accused of killing 79-year-old Donald and Helen Willingham in 2011 at their home near Springfield. Investigators say Huckleberry told officers that he entered the home intending to rob it when Helen called 911 saying an intruder was assaulting her husband. Both Helen and her husband were dead when police arrived 6 minutes later. Huckleberry is already in prison on an unrelated burglary charge and an alleged probation violation. The Morgan County Sheriff's Office had identified a couple found dead in their home Monday. Authorities have identified the victims as 66-year-old Freddie Wilson and his 53-year-old wife Carol of Versailles. One of the victims called 911 on Monday morning to report they had been shot. A deputy responded to the scene, had to veer into a ditch to avoid an oncoming white van, which ran into the ditch. A female and 2 male suspects are in custody for questioning. 49-year-old Song Hui Lauer, who had reported missing more than a year ago from south central Missouri, has been found alive and living in the St. Louis area. At the time of her disappearance, she had been staying at the All-Star Inn in St. Roberts. Efforts to find Lauer rekindled last month when a detective from Pulaski County reopened that case. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, ever struggled with saying no to your kids? Today's Focus on the Family with Dr. Bill Meyer offers a humorous look on putting your foot down.
I'm Stacy Johnson. What you need is to cut some fat out of your food budget. How you're going to do it is feed a family of 4 a feast for less than $15. I've got a chef that's going to help. It's just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your Health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
call the Rely On Group at 800-796-6986.
Saying no, being consistent with your kids, it can be quite a challenge, as we all know. Dr. Bill Meyer is here now with some help in today's Focus on the Family.
Your kids are like piranha. It's like blood in the water, and they just circle and they will just like eat you alive.
Julie's talking about how kids can sense when parents don't really mean what they say.
And if you're not consistent, then you're not going to be heard, because children do have an incredible intuitive sixth sense.
Yeah, not right now because we're not ready, okay?
That's why when you say no, you really need to mean no.
And the way that you do this is with that tone and the look.
They will maybe hear the tone of voice and look back at you to see, was that for real? Is Dad serious, or is he maybe he's kidding?
Injecting a little humor into the situation can't hurt either. Julie's family has a reference to the Back to the Future movies that helps her get her point across.
Let's say they ask you something stupid. They know it's stupid. I know it's stupid. We both know it's stupid and it's not going to happen. But they figure it's worth a shot, right? So I look at them and I say, "Hello, McFly." You know, what am I saying? I'm saying no, and they know that.
Lene and Alan's family used to have a humorous way of telling their kids no when the kids wanted fast food. They'd say, "Sorry kids, the Burger King burned down." Well, that worked until
one day, indeed, they said, "Let's go to Burger King," and I had to say, "Kids, honestly, I'm sorry. The Burger King burned down," because they'd had a disgruntled employee that had actually torched the thing.
Talk about flame broiling. But seriously, saying no and meaning it really boils down to trust. If your kids can't trust what you say, who can they believe? And if they learn that lesson at a young age, it'll stick, even when they're 17, like Julie's son.
He asked me to do something, I said no. And he listened, he walked away, and there was a part of me that's like, well, I'll be, you know, he listened.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. We all want to get the most for our money, especially when it comes to food. So how about feeding a family of 4 a nutritious meal for less than $15? Money expert Stacy Johnson has our frugal family feast.
What could be more delicious than taking a bite out of your family's food budget with a fabulous feast for 4 for less than $15? I have got Master Chef Lenore Nolan Ryan here. She says she can make it happen. What do you got for me today, Chef?
We've got some sautéed salmon with Cajun spices and delicious vegetables.
I can't wait to taste it. What goes in it?
Salmon, Campari tomatoes, green onion, green beans, Cajun spices, lime, and cilantro.
Okay, that's the ingredients. How are you putting them all together?
Well, we've sautéed the salmon, put it on a sheet pan, along with some nice cut up ciabatta bread. In the oven it goes.
Here it goes. That's my part.
Great.
Okay,
now we've got some green beans and some Campari tomatoes. We're going to throw that in the pan. Let's season it.
How long do you cook this stuff?
It's about 20 minutes. It's going to turn bright green, and then you're going to know it's done. So we're going to put a little more Cajun spices
and you said
in there.
You can buy Cajun spices at the store, or you can make your own, you said?
You can make your own or buy it. It's pretty easy.
Okay.
All right, a little bit of cracked black pepper. We've got some green onion, and we've got some cilantro.
Cool.
And we're just going to let that cook. Let's add a little bit of water, and that way it'll form its own juices and create a delicious little sauce.
And so you're going to do, and then what? Now, when do we reintroduce the salmon? We're just putting all the stuff on the plate with it?
The salmon, as soon as it's finished cooking, then we're going to just serve this as a side dish. Delicious, vibrant colors, vibrant health. You can get it all at the farmer's market.
And you know what, folks? This is the way it looks, and it looks so good, and I know it's going to taste good too. This is my favorite part of every segment. Flawless. I need to have it. You need to have the recipe. Just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for salmon. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, Chris Carpenter's career with the St. Louis Cardinals may be coming to an end. The Blues couldn't push through the Nashville Predators, and the Rams add another name to their potential wide receivers list. It's all coming up here in Sports Zone.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
It's becoming more clear that St. Louis Cardinals pitcher Chris Carpenter will not be returning to the mound in the upcoming season, or maybe ever again. The symptoms that caused him to miss out on most of the 2012 season have returned. After Carpenter's third bullpen session of the week, he could no longer throw. Last year, doctors diagnosed Carpenter with thoracic outlet syndrome, and the right-hander underwent surgery to address the issue. The Cardinals are now looking for a replacement for Carpenter. General Manager John Mozeliak did not want to speculate about Carpenter's long-term future, but he did make it clear that the organization would welcome the right-hander back in some sort of role once his playing career is officially over. The St. Louis Blues couldn't push through the Nashville Predators to get a win on the road. Predators player Martin Erat and his teammates got a little revenge on the Blues Tuesday night. Erat had a goal and 2 assists, while Rene stopped 31 points, and the Predators broke out of a season-long scoring slump with 3 first-period goals on a way to a 6-1 win over the St. Louis Blues. St. Louis, which beat out Nashville 3-0 at home on January 24th and 4-3 in Nashville on January 21st, lost its second straight after winning 4 in a row. The St. Louis Rams had added yet another name to their long potential list of wide receivers on Tuesday. Rams head coach Jeff Fisher and the St. Louis Rams have now claimed Titus Young off waivers one day after the Detroit Lions cut the former second-round pick, who was quite a distraction for Jim Schwartz's club last year. Though Young apparently told his high school coach he's better than Calvin Johnson, the Rams were the only team to put in a claim for him. That's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, guys, it's back to you at the news desk.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Looking at your forecast for the rest of this evening, we're going to see a partly cloudy sky, 46 degrees at 7 p.m., 41 by 9. By midnight, we're down to 40. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News. Hope you have a good night. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com.
Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.